What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining me right here on Outside the Brand. Thank you guys so much for stopping by the channel. We got a little bit of an extra for you here on your May 1st, 2022. It's a new month, Nate. And, every single quarter, we kind of get these things happening. And, it's kind of a very sad few days as the NFL draft kind of just happened. That's great and all, but then WWE just has to cut some people because of, the whole budget cut situation. So, yeah, man, the budget cuts happened. This time it involved NXT, and I don't think it's going to be far from over.
Yeah. Well, what's going on, everybody? What's up, Phil? Feel like it's been a minute since I hopped on here, even though I was on here like last week. But anyway, like these releases, man, kind of not shocking at all, but at the same time they are. Like, we always talk about on here that we never want to see people lose their jobs, but sometimes it's for the better. And with these people that we're about to talk about, I believe it is for the better because they get to go back to their original gimmicks. They get to probably have more fun than how they were in WWE. And, that's pretty much it. So, but that's it.
So as we all know, WWE does these major releases due to budget cut reasons, and they do them because of these budget cut reasons for one thing and really one thing only: the quarterly conference calls that they usually have with Wall Street and the big money-making corporations that they are kind of linked with, and they do that for one thing only, for that. And some of these names, when it comes to the people that are on this list, are going to be some head scratchers, of course. And some of these other people that were also released are kind of just people that were never really seeing the light of day on television or never even honestly made television. But that being said, a lot of these guys had some major potential. And we are not going to see that major potential being fulfilled because they're no longer here in the company. So, with that being said, I don't watch NXT anymore. I don't find it entertaining, and I don't really find it to be something that I should it's not wasting my time, but I really don't find it the reason as to why I should watch it, considering that Black and Gold was officially dead once Vince and Bruce kind of took over. Nate, as much as everybody, NXT Black and Gold was everything to the fans of NXT. And then once that kind of got taken over with NXT 2.0, we knew where the direction and change was going to go. But, at the end of the day, it sucks when people lose their jobs like this. And hopefully, to all these people, I hope all of these guys and women find jobs elsewhere, because they don't deserve it. They don't just deserve to sit home just waiting it out. But with the NXT releases, they have a 30-day non-compete, so they will have to sit home a month, and then they can go find work elsewhere. But man, a lot of these names are head scratchers, my man. I don't know about you, but they were head scratchers.
Yeah. There was a few big main ones. One of them was kind of surprising just because he didn't debut that long ago, I don't believe. I don't know. Like, his debut, the way they did his debut, we're gonna talk about it, but the way that they did his debut, it seemed like they were hyping him up for something bigger, and it never happened. They just threw him into Level Up and his last little feud before he got released. So, but a couple other ones were definitely head scratchers. One big one that shocked me, but yeah, all of the other ones I didn't really know. So, but yeah, we'll talk about it.
So, with that all being said, usually April 15th is the day when all this happens. And when April 15th did not come, I was like, okay, something's up. Something's up. Because usually April 15th is usually when exactly all of these budget cuts happen. And it's been happening on that date, April 15th, for like the past number of years. I mean, we all called it Black Friday when it initially happened in the wrestling community. And then once things started going on for the next few years, on April 15th just kind of became that Black Friday. And everybody just got their initial releases. I knew something was going on when they did not do any budget cut releases on April 15th, because I'm like, hey, you know, if they're not doing it here, they must be really thinking as to who they're really going to cut. Because usually April 15th, you know something's happening and people get cut. But it didn't happen that time, man. So when you saw that April 15th, it was not the actual date. Were you thinking that, oh my gosh, we're actually not going to be able to have releases this time? Or did you think something else was going to happen like this?
I didn't really think too much of it. To me, like, it wasn't really that many people that you could release, because they pretty much released everybody already. Or like they pushed people to like, or they pushed people to the main roster already. But like,
yeah,
you know, I wasn't really thinking about it until, you know, what we just saw a couple of days ago. It was only 10, but now that we know that more is coming from the main roster, it's like, you know, and I'm pretty sure the main roster ones won't be shocking. They were hurt a lot, but I'm pretty sure they won't be shocking at all.
Now, like Nate is alluding to, this is not over, guys, by a long shot. On Friday, there was only 10 people. And usually, if you just think of the grand scheme of things, especially when it comes to WWE, you would not think that 10 people is a lot, especially with the way that WWE usually it's just a global phenomenon when it comes to professional wrestling. But it's not done by a long shot, guys. The main roster will be next. It's just NXT that was targeted first, and the main roster will be targeted next. I want you guys to understand that, because a lot of these names are going to make you upset. They are going to make you upset because either they were just not used on TV properly, or they were just treated absolutely disgustingly on the main roster. People like Shotzi, I feel, could be on that list. People like Xia Li, who we have not even seen in months. And then all of a sudden we see on a Friday Night SmackDown she's done protecting people. Who are you protecting? You can't protect yourself when it comes to Vince and Bruce, when it comes to these budget cuts and all of this stuff when it comes to that. I'm telling you guys right now, the people that were in the faction known as Retribution, or the formerly known as Retribution, Mace, T-Bar, and those guys. I feel like those guys could be a part of that list too. Even though I think if Dominik Dijakovic is supposed to be on that list, I think he's going to flourish regardless of wherever the heck he goes next. So I'll be happy for him. But when it comes to that, guys, here's the thing. I even think Finn Balor could be a part of this. I really do. Just look at the last title reign that he had. Not even 2 months with the United States Championship. I honestly think Finn Balor could be targeted next, along with Shinsuke and many others that have just not been used properly. And it sucks. I'm telling you guys right now, it's not over, and I want you guys to be prepared. What do you think, my man? We just need to be prepared for this at this point.
Yeah, like, we don't know when it's going to happen. The only time we would know when it will happen is if I get that notification from freaking Sean Ross on my phone. What's up, Law?
Sorry, Law. What's up?
Oh my
God. Here in the car.
In the whip. What's up, man? Yeah, it won't be shocking at all with these releases. Just gotta wait and see. Phil, I believe those people that you named will be a part of the release list. probably Apollo Crews.
I can see him.
I was going to say Mustafa, but they made it clear that they wasn't going to release Mustafa.
They're holding him for the next 2.5 years. They're holding him hostage, and that's a shame.
Yeah, then they just brought him back. I'm real like I don't know. Like that's just a couple, but I'm pretty sure like some more names that we're probably thinking of will be on that list as well, and we just got to see what happens.
So, yeah, we're going to be talking about these releases from NXT. We're going to be talking about a lot of these names. Some of them I don't know. Some of them I do know. Obviously, a lot of them are head scratchers. But we are going to be talking about these NXT releases that happened just this past Friday. So, guys, I want you guys to continue following us on social media. All the TikTok links are down in the description below. If you guys want to follow me on my other social media platforms, at @PhillyMatt_ is where you can go. There's Twitter and Instagram. And I want you guys to go continue to hit that subscribe button down below, as well as now we are on the road to 500 subscribers. I can't believe I'm still saying that. 500 subscribers now. It's not 400 anymore, guys. It's 500. And thanks to that episode that I did with Tio on Tuesday for Tuesday's Talks, you guys absolutely killed it with the subscriptions there. We gained over like 11 subscribers just by that one alone. So thank you guys so much for that. And we will be having him on eventually very soon as well. Turn on the bell for all notifications. That way you never miss when we go live, as well as you can check out all the other content that you may have missed on the channel. All of that is on the homepage for you. Make sure that you guys go to the merch store on bonfire.com. The merch.
I was looking for my OTB shirt, and it's mixed in with a pile of clean clothes, so I couldn't find it.
It's all right, man. But yeah, you guys can go get your official Bonfire Outside the Brand merchandise on that website. The exclusive home of Outside the Brand and its merchandise, t-shirts, hoodies, and much more on that bonfire.com website for Outside the Brand. Finally, before we get into these releases, I want to thank you guys for all the love and support. We're on the road to 500 subscribers now, like I said earlier. And like I said, I continue to think that it's crazy that we're even this far into all of this. But we could not have done this without all of you, seriously. So we continue to show our thanks and appreciation, and we will give you guys our best every time that we are live because you guys deserve it. So thank you guys so much. Let's get right in to these releases from WWE NXT. Hey, look at that. Even Aiden's into the whole merch. The merch. So, and Loft, there's your famous saying right there in that comment section. Ooh, baby, I like it raw.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, guys, we're going to be getting right into this here. I'm just going to pull up the Fightful Select article real quick, and then I'll be All right, guys, we're back. So we have these NXT releases when it comes to WWE. We are going to be clicking on this real quick. Right. It's not working. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so we got these NXT releases from Fightful Select, and this list is not. It does not really look all that great, you know. So we have. Dang it! Why isn't it working? There we go. I think this is it, guys. So, okay, I got it right here, guys. Sorry about that. There were some technical difficulties, but we got it right now. More on the releases from NXT. Unfortunately, news as WWE has cut some NXT superstars. Malcolm Bivens, otherwise known as Stockley Hathaway, Dakota Kai, Raylen Divine, Mila Milani, Draco Anthony, Sanjana George, Persia Parada, Harland, Dexter Lumis, and Paige Principani have all been released as of Friday, April 29th. John Laurinaitis was the one to make the cuts and cited budget cuts as the reason, as usual. An email initially read, and I quote, "Due to budgetary cuts and with immediate effect as of today, April 29th, 2022, we have come to the terms of the release of the following. Those cited have a 30-day non-compete clause, as we all know, because NXT has 30 days and the main roster has 90. We're told that Malcolm Bivens, now again known as Stokely Hathaway, had made it abundantly clear that he was not planning on re-signing with the company. He'd also done this last year, but he did re-sign as a result when he got pitched the Diamond Mine stable, as he was leading that stable in NXT for quite some time. After that, Hathaway then just decided not to resign with the company. He was offered a new contract in February, but informed WWE that he would not re-sign. Malcolm Bivens is great. And I think Malcolm Bivens, if you were going to sign him to the main roster or bring him up to the main roster, he would have been perfect for anybody because he is that dang good. I don't know what's going to happen with Diamond Mine now. I think Diamond Mine will cease to exist. But Malcolm Bivens, man, this sucks for him because he was honestly really good for NXT. Really good.
Yeah, Malcolm Bivens was a complete shock. Just because of like how good he is as a manager and on the mic. Like my man brought in let's see, he brought in Diamond Mine, which is still a part of NXT. Roddy Strong, Creed Brothers, Ivy Nile. He brought in freaking Veer. A lot of people don't remember that because they were only on NXT for like a short time, and then they were gone. Veer and Shanky, my bad, I forgot both of them.
Oh, that's right. He did bring those two people in.
Yeah, they were a tag team during it was during the 2020s. That was I remember that from the NXT 2020s. I barely watched wrestling in the 2020s just because of no fans. But Malcolm Bivens was like a super complete shocker. Like I said, just because Anloff is gone. He'll probably
be back. Probably.
Yeah, he'll be back. But yeah, like Bivens was money on the mic. To be honest, I thought instead of Michael Bivens, I thought they were going to release Trick Williams.
Okay. Yeah.
If it wasn't Michael Bivens, it was going to be Trick Williams for me. Like, I don't know. Like, both of them is great on the mic. Trick Williams have wrestling ability, so like he's good as a wrestler as well.
Yeah.
But like I don't. It's still a shocker with Michael Bivens. I don't know what to think about it, but I'm pretty sure wherever he goes, he'll be fantastic. So.
Yeah. Malcolm Bivens is going to be fine. I honestly think he will be fine. There's something about Malcolm Bivens that just draws you. I don't know honestly what it is, because I honestly did not really expect anything from Malcolm Bivens when I first saw him. But then he started getting onto the mic more, and he started doing these things as a manager, and it worked out really well. I honestly don't know what happens now with Diamond Mine. I think Diamond Mine is going to cease to exist. When he brought in guys like the Creed brothers, and I think her name is Ivy Nile, and the leader was obviously Roderick Strong, who I feel super bad for because Roderick Strong is the only person from the Undisputed Era that is still stuck in NXT when everybody else is on AEW, absolutely killing it. But I don't know what's going to happen with them anymore. And it sucks because I think all those people need mouthpieces in order to honestly kind of succeed. The Creed brothers, when it comes to their wrestling skills, they're phenomenal. So I don't have a problem with them when it comes to their wrestling. Ivy Nile, I don't even know what I know what she is about, and I've kind of seen her from time to time, but I really can't get a read on her. And Roger Strong is one of the best professional wrestlers on that entire roster. So I don't even think he'll have a problem just finding his footing again. But man, this hurts for Diamond Mine, man. I don't think Diamond Mine is going to exist anymore. Unless they find somebody new, but I don't know who you're going to get.
Yeah, nah. I think Diamond Mine is just going to go their separate ways. Roger Strong will be by himself. The Creed brothers will be by themselves. I think Ivy now is with she's with some person. I guess they're like slowly forming a tag team for what I've been seeing or something. I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure all of them is going to go their separate ways now just because Bivens is gone. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I'm pretty sure Roger Strong is going to leave NXT whenever his contract is up anyway. So
yeah, and I think he'll be perfectly fine, and I think he'll join his undisputed brethren very soon.
Yes,
when that is all said and done.
Can't wait.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome to see. But guys, let's talk about Dakota Kai next, because this is just absolutely criminal. Absolutely fucking criminal. You mean to tell me this woman who has worked her ass off in NXT for 8 fucking years is now released from the company? She got signed in WWE back, I believe, 8 years ago. Me and my math, guys. You guys are going to have to excuse me. That's 2014, if I'm to believe it, yes. So that is 2014. She was signed back in 2014. She was absolutely phenomenal. She was the what the heck was her nickname back all the way then?
Evie.
Like she had like a nickname for like her kicking abilities and everything. It was absolutely fantastic. Dang, I'm not even gonna remember that now. But Dakota Kai, losing her freaking job is ridiculous. She was in NXT for 8 years, and now she's gone. And she was ready for the main roster like 5 of those 8 years. It's absolutely criminal what they did to her. Seriously.
Yeah, we all thought that she was supposed to go to the main roster like last year or like a couple years ago, and they had her do like a couple dark matches. We were like, all right, cool. She's going to be on the main roster soon. Went right back to NXT, was with Raquel. They were tag team champs for a minute. And then she got her last title shot to Mandy, lost to Mandy, which I'm just say I hate Mandy Rose. All right.
Thank you. Oh my God, thank you. Someone's not afraid to say that.
Yeah, I'm just say I'm tired of Mandy. I'm tired of seeing Mandy Rose as champion. Like give somebody else a title. Like Mandy Rose sucks. She can't wrestle. The only reason why she's champion is because of her looks. That's it.
Yo, you're spitting right now. Yo, that's facts, bro. Yo, you're spitting right now. Thank you. Oh my God. Finally someone said it. Jeez.
But anyway, back to Dakota Kai.
Shit.
But yeah, like she had some amazing feuds up in NXT. The one with Tegan Knox when she turned heel. That was super fire. Her introducing Raquel to everybody.
Her feud with Raquel was great.
Yeah, her being with Raquel was fantastic. Them being tag team champs, that was really good. So like she worked her butt off in NXT. And man,
She was the
it's
captain of
that
Team Kick. I finally figured it out now. Thank you,
Kick,
Jesus.
yeah, Team Kick.
Team Kick,
But,
Jesus,
Tegan
I loved
Knox,
it. I loved it.
Yeah, and it's sad to see her go, man. I'm pretty, like I said, we all know she's going to go somewhere and just strive.
Yes.
So just can't wait for it. So
it sucks that WWE wasted 8 years of her entire career, but you know, she'll be fine elsewhere, and she's going to succeed wherever she goes. Wow, when you heard that these releases were coming, like Dakota Kai, Malcolm Bivens, we're gonna speak about Parker Boudreaux and all the rest of these guys that got released. What were your initial thoughts? Because I mean, you're an avid guy for NXT. You've been watching it for a long while now.
Yeah, man. I mean, NXT has become such a freaking chore to me, and it's weird how everything like flipped over in the past like few months. Because Raw used to be the thing that we all hated. Now Raw is the best show that WWE has to offer. SmackDown's the thing that we hate. When SmackDown used to be my favorite show, NXT is just like that. You know what I'm saying? And NXT has like its points, his high points, like Nikita, Mello for me, and Malcolm Bivens was one of those high points. And I just thought he was funny. Diamond Mine is boring. They're going to be even more boring now that they don't have anyone as a mouthpiece. I like Ivy now. I like the Creed brothers. Roddy Strong, he's okay. I'm scared for the life of that stable. I feel like they're about to slowly disassemble. Hopefully,
that stable is going to cease to exist. Like that yeah, stable's
most
gone.
likely. Most likely. I mean, I saw like 10 different people say this. I saw JD from NY say it first. Bring Malcolm Bivens to AEW, and I usually hate that when they have all the like releases and from WWE and say bring him to AEW. I usually hate that, but for this one, I want Malcolm Bivens to go with Jade Cargill.
That would be great. That would be a great pair.
Because they are my. You guys saw them. I was freaking out because this is the first time I watched Rampage in a while. I saw those three, and that I was freaking out in the house. That is my. You add Malcolm Bivens to that, and I might scream. So
here's the thing: when it comes to that whole entire stable with Kira Hogan, Jade Cargill, and what the heck is the last? Red Velvet. Who's their manager now? What was that guy? Mark Sterling?
That's his name.
Yeah.
Mark Sterling, that's it. Mark Sterling doesn't really need to be doing anything right now when it comes to those three. Jade Cargill can carry herself on the mic at this point. So can Red Velvet, and so can Kira Hogan. If you've seen her work down on Impact,
yes.
They can all hold their own when it comes to their microphone. Honestly, here's the thing: if you're going to bring in a guy like Malcolm Bivens for AEW, which I honestly think is perfect, you have Mark Sterling, and I know people are going to probably hate this, but you have Mark Sterling be the catalyst to Jade Cargill's first loss. Because Jade Cargill can fire his ass and bring in a new one. And that could be Malcolm Bivens.
Yeah.
That's the only way I would only even have her lose her first match because of Mark Sterling. Have him be the catalyst. Because she's not going to lose just clean. You can't. Because that's just not going to work.
Yeah.
So you have him be the catalyst, and then you can bring in Mark Sterling that way. Not Mark Sterling, Jesus. Malcolm Bivens that way, as bringing in a new one for that stable.
I was gonna say, or if that doesn't work out with the Jade Cargill, Red Velvet, and Kiera Hogan situation, then you could probably put him with the Bro Keenan and Kale, Keith Lee, and Swerve.
Oh,
Keith Lee and Swerve, that would be cool too.
Yeah, that would probably be cool too. Good pairing too.
Yeah.
So.
I don't like that they're a tag team, but that would work.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, yeah, it's only with that Dakota Kai that threw me off because
and Dakota Kai that's criminal.
I thought they were doing something with her and Wendy Chu or something. I think it was
Wendy because I'm like Wendy is back, okay, so they're probably gonna throw them back together.
Oh, is that the Orange Cassidy girl? Not the Orange Cassidy girl, the sleepaway. The sleepaway girl.
I like her. I like her. She
I swear, like when I first saw them get paired, I wasn't all for it. But then, like after like a couple weeks, I'm like, okay, this is starting to work out. I kind of like this.
It must have been like a chemistry thing that you guys kind of just caught on to, because I did not see a single thing when it comes to that.
like we all know Dakota's character, and then like throwing it in with Wendy Chu, which is like just a sleepy, relaxed, lazy, like type of personality. I'm like, this isn't gonna work, but it ended up working out, and they almost won the tag team championship. So yeah.
That's insane. But yeah, I mean, Dakota Kai, that's criminal.
The only one I am disappointed about Raylen Divine too, because she was stuck in PC and she never got to wrestle. I don't think she. Huh?
She got released.
So
Raylen
Divine. So here's the thing. I'm gonna read you guys the list again because honestly, from Malcolm Bivens, from Raylen Divine down, I honestly don't know who the fuck they are. Dexter Lumis, Dakota Kai, Harland, or AKA Parker Boudreaux. We're going to talk about him because I got some words to say about him. Persha Parada, Malcolm Bivens, Raylen Divine, Mila Milani, Draco Anthony, Sanjana George, and Paige Principani. I don't know anybody from Raylan down. Seriously, I don't know who the fuck they are.
I did not know Raylen Divine got released.
See, Nate knows. Got sent him.
That's
I don't know who the hell they are.
The reason why is because me and Loft be checking out the IGs.
Of course you guys do.
I knew Nate remembered that. I was like, wait, I sent that to somebody.
As soon as you said Raylen Divine, I'm like, wait a minute, what?
Bro, I was about to freak out. I was. She didn't even get the wrestle. I thought she was gonna be on the breakout tournament.
Like she was still at the PC. She didn't
even yet. I thought she was gonna be at the breakout tournament. That's why I was so happy when I saw freaking Layla Gray show up on SmackDown. I don't know what her name, Cat whatever her name is.
Cat Cadendoza or something.
Yeah, Kalakula, whatever the fuck. She was jobbing up to Raquel Gonzalez. I'm not calling her Raquel Rodriguez.
Yeah.
She was jobbing out there. I was happy to see her.
Yeah, I was like, she looked familiar.
I'm so glad I did not watch that SmackDown or Rampage. I'm so glad I did not watch that SmackDown.
She was on the show.
It was probably terrible.
She was on the show like 2 weeks ago because she was the person that Angel and Humberto kissed in the crowd. And I was like, look, there she goes.
Well, I knew that one. Yes, I knew her.
That's the same.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. That's Raina?
No, that's what's her name? What's her name? I just said it.
Layla Gray.
Layla Gray.
Oh, Layla Gray. That's it. Luckily she's fine. She did not get fired, but Raylan and the rest of those guys did. I know about Draco Anthony. I don't know really who the hell he is. I know he's just been mixing it up with Zion. That's it.
Draco could wrestle. He didn't have a character. His character was bland, but he could wrestle. Yeah. He was all right.
And apparently one of them was a referee. So I don't so if it's a referee, I don't know.
Boo! Don't be firing the refs out here, man.
Boo!
I think it's Sanjana George that's the referee, but then again, I don't know.
I think it's the one with the J. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So but yeah, guys. So we're gonna be talking about the really the top 5 names because honestly, I would talk about the other 5 if I knew who they were. Maybe you guys can honestly elaborate on those 5 if you want to before we do talk about the next 3. But
about that Persia was the one that was paired.
We'll talk about Persia for sure.
Yeah, she was paired up with Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Index is no longer, as Dexter Lumis is no longer within the company. We'll talk about him next. Dexter Lumis is phenomenal. I think Dexter Lumis had major potential. They brought him in as like this silent, almost assassin type character. He was doing the whole thumb thing. And, you know, he got married to, I believe was it the first episode of 2.0 where they did that wedding?
I think so.
It was the first episode.
Yeah, because that was the joke when Ikemen Jiro was there. He was like, ha ha. Ikemen
Jiro, yeah. So yeah, they brought him in as like the silent assassin type guy, and then all of a sudden he got married to Indy Hartwell. He was so good. He was really good, and he was great in the ring. He didn't talk much because honestly, that was his entire shtick. But The man was great. You didn't need to because you just got what he was about just by his wrestling skills alone. So he was great, and I believe he will definitely find work elsewhere. It just sucks that he's gone now too.
Yeah. His program with what was that, around Halloween time with Mello and Trick, I thought was freaking hilarious. The whole Johnny Gargano thing, I think that was hilarious when they were in the
Oh, that's right. He was in the way, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he was in the way.
I thought that was funny. The only thing I didn't like was with where we were doing Stand and Deliver. As soon as like there was a commercial, they had a whole montage.
Oh, that cowboy thing.
Yeah. A whole bunch of things I did not need to see that day were shown to me, and I was just. And Dexter was a part of it. I like him. It was just he was with him. He was accomplice in the attack, and I didn't like it. But yeah. I don't know why they took one from one couple. That I was confused about that. Why they took Persia because she's with Duke, and they took Dexter because she would. I don't know if they're trying to bring Indy and Duke back together. I don't know. I guess I'll watch on Tuesday.
Man,
I won't.
Like Dexter, man. Dexter was that guy. He just got put in wrong situations.
Yeah.
Like, because when I first saw Dexter, I thought he was like creepy as crap, but creepy was good. Because like you said, Phil, he didn't talk, but he didn't need to. Like his wrestling ability was there and he could do it. Like my guy would go out there with skinny jeans and just wrestle every single match. Like, like no problem. No problem at all. But yeah, like the whole Dexter thing, like he was fantastic. I wish he would have won NXT championship during his time in NXT. I believe he did get a couple NXT championship matches like back in the day.
I believe so, because I'm trying to think. Oh wait, no. Loomis defeated Timothy Thatcher and Finn Balor to qualify for the NXT championship, NXT North American Championship opportunity at TakeOver 30. However, he sustained an ankle injury and was removed from the match, so he did not get that opportunity. So he had opportunities to get to some kind of championship gold, but it just was not. It just was not in his favor because of injuries and some natures.
Yeah, Dexter was a real shocker for me, man. Like I said, he was just put in bad situations. Like I didn't mind like the index thing. It just seemed like they were like pushing it a little bit too far with the Persia and Duke getting into the mix, and I'm like, okay, like I was trying to see what was going to go on with that. And then they were planning on putting him and Duke in a tag team. I'm like, okay, well, yeah. So we'll see what's going on with that. And now we're not going to see what's going on with that because he's released. So. But yeah, shout out to my guy Dexter, man. He not gonna watch the podcast, but if any of y'all got Twitter and you know what I'm saying, y'all send us to Dexter, man. You know
you can clip it and we'll give our thumbs up approval.
Thumbs up, man.
For him. Honestly, he'll find work elsewhere, guaranteed. He was on Impact before he ever went to WWE. If he went to Impact again, I would not be mad at that whatsoever.
Yo, can we talk about before this? Can we talk about Samuel Shaw for a minute? Because I remember that when I was like 10. That was his gimmick in Impact. Yeah, he was Christy Hem's stalker. It was weird. I was like 10 watching this man be a stalker, and I didn't recognize who it was until like 4 months into watching NXT 2.0. I didn't realize that it was the same dude. Cause doing that creep, you got to see. If you haven't seen that, go watch Samuel Shaw and Christy Hemmond do what they were doing.
I have to, because that's honestly really interesting. Now I knew he was an Impact, but I didn't know what he was doing.
He was a stalker.
I'm about to look for it right now.
He was a legitimate stalker of Christy Hemmond. He would not leave her alone. It was really creepy. But I remember watching it at 9, very scared for her because It was nuts.
That's honestly insane. But here's the thing. I think he will find work back in Impact Wrestling. I don't think he'd be able to go to AEW, and honestly, I wouldn't want him to. Mainly not and here's the thing. It's not because of the overborn roster. It's because of what he is about. What Dexter Lumis is and what was his name? Samuel Shaw was all the way back then. And we're going to talk about Parker too, because I think like Parker is going to kind of fall into that same category. He needs a smaller type of audience in order to really not get over in a way, but like just to really gravitate towards him. Not saying that these guys can't get to the big roster, can't get over with the big crowds or anything like that, but AEW right now in this stage of everything that is going on is so hardcore with the fan base. I don't even think that the AEW fan base would honestly gravitate towards the guy like him. So it's not anything of his fault or nature. It's just the way that AEW is being run right now. That crowd, I don't think would have any type of excitement if Dexter Lumis even showed up there.
Not to mention, you can't have 3 people on your roster that don't talk. It'll be him, Harland, and Hook. So it'll be just like everyone's done saying word. Well, Hook talked on Rampage, but still, it's both 3 quiet people on the roster.
Right. So I just don't think that with that hardcore fan base and with him just being that type of character, if not really talking to get people over, to get himself over, it's just the wrestling aspect. I just don't think he would fit. We'll talk about Parker in a second, but I do want to talk about Persia because you kind of brought her up, Nate. I don't know much about her in-ring skills. From what I keep hearing, it's not really all that great. So what happens here with Persia? I mean, she'll find work elsewhere, obviously, but what happens from here? Because honestly, I have not heard some great things when it comes to her wrestling skills.
Yeah.
Or has she even wrestled? Because honestly, I haven't even seen her wrestle.
I haven't really heard nothing about her before NXT until she got paired up with Indy randomly. I don't even know how that happened. I don't even remember how that happened.
Right?
I just
apparently
know
they
that,
came up together.
Yeah.
Like the Iconics used to or whatever.
So,
okay.
Yo, Dexter looks so weird without a mustache, bro.
He's watching it right now.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now.
Insane.
But yeah, like I haven't heard anything about her in-ring ability. The only thing I know her for was she was in the mix with Indy and she was in love with Duke, the generic tall Daniel Bryan. So yeah,
because I think Duke Hudson and Indy Hartwell were a thing for a second, and then all of a sudden Persia wanted to be a part of it. So then Persia started to get feelings for him, and then all of a sudden that happened. Then she made out with him in the ring, and I'm like, okay, this shit is terrible. Turning it off. And that was my recollection for that relationship, and they've been making out ever since I hear. So it's ridiculous.
Apparently, I guess Duke was trying to get at Indy while she was married to Dexter.
Still with Dexter?
Yeah, still with Dexter. Okay. And Dexter was like, nah, bro, you need to back off. And then Persia got in the mix and was like, you know what, I'll take him. And that's what happened. So
you know what?
This is Raw 2.0. I can't. Well, not Raw now because Raw is honestly pretty decent. This is SmackDown 2.0 because SmackDown's fucking terrible. It's the same writing teams. It's the same writing teams for Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. So you're getting the exact same shit. But seriously, Loth, Persia, I know she'll find work elsewhere, but from what I keep hearing, it's not really looking all that good for her in the ring.
I mean, I liked her more than I liked Indy. I think Indy was a better wrestler. Yeah, but I didn't see a lot of Indy. It's probably because when I started watching, she was just ending the way thing, and once Gargano left, everything just went to where it is now. Yeah. So I think I just gravitated towards Persia more. They both got equally annoying for me once I just saw that all their storylines were surrounded around them kissing their men. and that atrocity I was forced to watch a Stand and Deliver because you guys remember that I saw Duke Hudson shake his butt on my TV screen, and I just want to say never show me that again because I'm gonna say it. No, because I was watching the wrestling show. It was a great show. He had a great ladder match off the show.
That kind of ruined the show.
The only match I honestly saw from that show were the NXT ladder match and the NXT title match. So I really didn't see anything else.
Thank God, because you would have saw Duke Hudson in jeans.
That segment was like in the middle of the show, and they should have never had that segment at all.
Just mad cheeks in my face. I'm like, yo, I didn't consent to this. I was watching the wrestling show. He was just shaking it, and I was like, no, I don't.
Yeah, this dude. And Persia was like, oh my God, you look so good. This dude just twerking. I'm like, bro, get this out of my face. Like,
it was like 5 seconds, but it was 5 seconds I'll never get back. And oh my God.
Thank God I don't watch this shit anymore, man. It's ridiculous. But Persia, she'll find work elsewhere. Honestly, if you want me to be completely honest, if Impact wants to add another woman to their roster, you can do that easily.
Why not?
I would say AEW to kind of bolster their roster, but I don't want them to get worse. I don't want them to get worse than what they already are. And that's a straight shoot. I don't care. The AEW women's roster is not looking all that great right now, and we can honestly talk about that for an entire podcast episode as well.
Can we please? Because it's starting to get bad again, and I'm scared.
And honestly, I might honestly have to do it. We could probably talk that on Tuesday, because they need to figure something out with that, and we'll discuss that in the near future. But I want to talk about I want to talk about I was gonna say Wardlow. I would love to talk about Wardlow. Wardlow's fucking great. Harland. We'll talk Harland next. George, calm down. It's just a pizza guy.
It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
The DiGiorno outside.
I'm sorry, Phil. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Dog's still barking. That's why I'm waiting.
It's not delivery. It's the oven. That's great.
Hold on one second, guys. I gotta let this dog out or something. Hold on one second. Talk to the chat real quick.
I don't know why I don't remember this, Loft.
What?
With freaking Dexter Lumis and it was in 2014. That's why.
Yeah. I thought I was like 10 when I saw that. I was 14. Jesus.
Yeah, it said the debut of Samuel Shaw, 2014, January 2nd.
Wow, that was a day. That was definitely a day. I remember that. I didn't get to watch it on Thursday. I had to watch it like the day after, and I was so confused on why he was just following Christy around. That was a freaking day.
Yeah. Apparently, is this older? No, that's a 2016. Okay, that's probably why, because I didn't watch freaking TNA in 2014. I remember Mr. Anderson on there. Yeah.
Anderson.
Dog had to go outside. All right, we're back. Bordeaux, that's who we're talking about? Parker, yeah. Harland. That guy, I don't know what the heck happened. I don't know what happened. He had a ton of potential, and that guy is now gone from the company. When you saw Harland's name on the list, guys, considering you've been watching NXT, but what's happened with him, first of all, because I know he was with Joe Gacy.
I wasn't.
And what was your thought?
Yeah, I wasn't shocked at all.
You weren't.
The reason why I wasn't shocked is because, like, when he first debuted in NXT and he shaved his head and he was with Joe Gacy, I automatically knew, like, hey, yeah, this probably isn't going to be good. And, like, Joe Gacy was doing his thing. Harland had, like, maybe one match that I seen, and he destroyed like some jobber or something like that. And then after that, he wasn't doing nothing. He was just in the back with Joe Gacy. Joe Gacy was doing all the talk. He was just standing there, flexing, doing like this. And I'm like, man, like it would be amazing if this dude could grow back his hair, because we all know he was supposed to be the next Brock Lesnar. This dude is freaking huge, bro.
This dude is huge. Yes, this dude is huge. He's got that entire Brock Lesnar type body. He has tattoos all over the fucking place, and the guy is fucking phenomenal. He had major connections all over the place in the music world, in the sports world, and like you pretty much name the medium for like a connection in whatever kind of like media you want to go into. He has that. Now, I don't know if this guy wants to continue professional wrestling, but he'll have to sit home. He'll have to sit home for a month, and then he can get back into it. He can be great. He was a part of the NIL program. If you guys didn't know, what the heck is the NIL program?
Oh, that's the next in line.
That's their whole next in line program that WWE is doing with like their whole like people coming in from like other sports worlds like football, cheerleading, all that stuff.
Yeah.
He was a part of that. And now they released a guy. And what's that that doesn't really prove that your NIL program is on the best of terms right now. If you're firing the guy from an NIL program, it's not looking all that good. These guys aren't professional wrestlers though, and that's the thing. You're gonna have to teach them from the ground up. And it says right here, now Harland was signed to WWE with much hype, but coaches and officials told us that they felt that his progress in the ring was just not there to their liking. Was just not quite enough for their liking. So they released him. That's not right. That's not fair.
That's stupid, because they have people on the roster that can't wrestle now.
Yeah.
Like
Mandy Rose.
Thank you, Nate. Say it again. Say it twice.
Say it. Yeah, there's that. But like
Jesus.
But you got guys from this NIL program that are working their asses off, and if their in-ring skills are not to the liking of these officials, they're gone, and that's not fair.
Like, I don't get it, man. I mean, that's what annoyed me the most. I'm like, bro, you have people on this roster that can't wrestle, so you're not going to tell me that he couldn't improve fast enough for you. I don't know why you thought you could just change him into a freaking Bryan Danielson in 4 months.
Right.
When that's how you work new wrestlers. You train them. You can't just say, oh, you're not learning quick enough. Now you're fired. And oh, guess what? You can't go somewhere else to learn for a month. So now you're just at home. Like that doesn't that's a terrible.
It's a new edict now in that NIL program. If you're not to their liking within the first 6 months of you being within the company, you're good as gone. And that's just, you can't do that. You can't.
And you realize how nuts that is, because people like Raylen Divine, I'm gonna say, she has not been on TV, so that means she had 2 freaking matches in the Performance Center, and they was like, yeah, no. What was the point of bringing her in the first place then? If you're just going to cut her after she's learning how to do what you just wanted her to do. Like,
the NIL program is not right. You can't just bring these guys in, train them for 2 months. Oh yeah, your in-ring skills are not good enough. Goodbye.
But my thing is, I don't think the next in line thing is a bad thing. Do I think it should be the number one recruiting way? No, I think they should be getting wrestlers from the independent scene that are ready to come up to the big leagues.
They're not going to do that.
I don't want to call them the big leagues anymore, because they're like slowly destroying their reputation. But it is what it is. The next in line thing isn't the most terrible thing, because I feel like there's a lot of wrestlers. I think Nikita came from there. I think I saw her. I'm pretty sure she was in the Performance Center for a little bit.
She was in the Performance Center, but I don't know if it was the NIL.
I don't know. I know Lash was, and I like Lash, but she has to improve a lot too. I like Last Legend, but
Yeah, but she's used on TV.
Yeah, but it's not good because she's either getting jobbed out to Nikita because Nikita's the better wrestler. They took her out of her position too fast. She should have been on the talk show. The talk show was doing fine. They didn't have to, and it wasn't like they were going to 50-50 book her rivalry with Nikita. It was Nikita wins. They wrestled twice and Nikita won both of them. So it was just like Nikita's a superior wrestler. Move Lash back to what she was doing because you got her from the WNBA. We all know that a lot of people don't think that she's the best wrestler, and she definitely needs time to improve. But I'm scared people like her are going to get cut before she gets a chance to freaking get better. You know what I'm saying? The next in line thing isn't the issue. It's the people who are behind it and not giving those people who enough time to improve. That's the issue. I'm not really mad at them implementing this into their recruiting process. I'm just mad at how they label it as come from here and we'll teach you how to be better.
Right.
But it's not. It's come from here, and if you can't do this right now, you're done. You know, that's my issue.
And Aiden, you bring up a good point. What about Roxy? Roxy from Ring of Honor. She was recently signed. Okay. Well, if she's in the tournament, they must at least be seeing something in her. But I believe, well, she was a part of Ring of Honor. If you guys obviously did not, obviously were not aware, Roxy was a part of Ring of Honor. She was brought into WWE, and now from what Olaf is saying, she's a part of the breakout tournament for the NXT Women's Roster, which is good. If that happens, that's great for her. But you bring up a good point. Honestly, Roxy kind of falls into that kind of category as well because she was a part of. She was in that NIL thing for them, but she was originally coming from Ring of Honor, so it's something with that. Another person that I'm kind of scared for, one of the indie professional wrestlers that I have grown to love, and I believe I shared some of the stuff with you guys. There's this. I want to find her on Instagram because. Who the heck is it? Dang it. I'm not going to be able to find her. She signed with NXT. I believe it was one of Nikita's first squash matches. Notorious Mimi. That's it.
Oh,
Aiden, you're freaking great. Notorious Mimi. She was one of Nikita's first squash matches. She came from the NIL program. She came from the NIL program, and she was a part of that whole class of everything. And I'm honestly scared for her because Notorious is great. And she was on AEW Dark a lot during her first few days, and then all of a sudden she got signed with WWE. I was very happy for her, and I've actually gotten to know her quite well. And now that she's a part of the NIL program, I feel like she's probably going to be sadly a part of all of this. Notorious is great, but she got squashed by a girl there a lot and never kind of ceased to exist.
Roar.
Yeah, another one that I'm scared of too. Loft probably know who I'm talking about. She was an MMA.
That is Aiden, could you?
She was an MMA fighter named Valerie Loretta.
Oh my God,
man,
dog. Yeah,
dog. Valerie Loretta. Apparently, she's working in the PC too, I guess, to become a wrestler. Man,
put her in the tournament for the love of God, please. I'm waiting.
I was low key really surprised that they let Roxy win her debut match against who was she fighting? She fought JC Jane, whatever her name is.
She won that match? I didn't watch
she won
that
match.
Dang.
Yeah, Roxy won that match.
What?
And I was surprised. I was really surprised. I think the reason why was because Wendy Shu came out and distracted them or something like that.
Oh, I thought she.
Yeah.
Huh.
But like, I don't know about Roxy, man, because like I know Roxy from Ring of Honor too. I didn't obviously I don't watch Ring of Honor, but like whenever I can, I will hop on there and see what's going on. And I knew Roxy from Ring of Honor. She was the champion. So to
Yes.
give up the championship and everything else that you got going on in Ring of Honor to go to WWE, you must see something in WWE. So hopefully it works out.
Yeah.
I really hope that
I
it works
like
out.
Roxy. I think she's great.
Yeah, because the fact that she just gave up the Ring of Honor Women's Championship and just went to WWE NXT is kind of wild to me. So
She lost it to Mercedes Martinez, and now Mercedes Martinez is going after she's trying to unify both of those championships against Deonna Purrazzo this coming Wednesday on Dynamite. So that's going to be great. I think Deonna Purrazzo and Mercedes Martinez are going to kill it.
Yes.
You better watch that one live because that's going to be
Mercedes. I'm watching anything Mercedes Martinez is in. I'm ready for that one.
Mercedes Martinez is a hometown girl. She's from Waterbury, Connecticut. She's representing all of us Connecticutans, and it's absolutely fantastic. And the Virtuosa is phenomenal as well. Anyway, so that's awesome. But let's talk about these other names before we get the hell out of here because it's been an hour. Raylen Divine, we all spoke about her for a little bit. It's kind of criminal that she only had like 2 matches in the PC and then that was it. Never really made it to TV. So that happened. She'll find work elsewhere, obviously. It's just she's got to wait 30 days. Mila Milani, who the hell is that?
I saw a picture of
Do you
her.
guys
I've
know?
never seen her before. I saw a picture of her on Twitter like the day they released her, but I'm not sure who that is now.
Well, what's her name?
Mila Milani. So MILA MALANI is Milani. All right, let me
I didn't
look
see
at
any of her
her.
matches.
Don't know who she is.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Yeah, I don't know who that is either.
Nope, nothing. Okay. Well, Kelly Morga apparently is her real name. So obviously, Kelly, you'll find work elsewhere, and hopefully, you'll be fine wherever you may land. Where the heck are the other names? I just lost the other names. God dang it.
Draco Anthony.
Like I said, he was working with Zion Quinn for a little bit. From what Laf is saying, he could wrestle. So hopefully he'll find work.
Yeah, he could wrestle. He didn't have a character.
Yeah, he was on
No character.
He was on the last end of the Black and Gold NXT before they changed it to 2.0. I saw
he was in Black and Gold.
Yeah,
Tiny
it was
bit.
it was like the tail end. It was like probably like 2020 or like 2019, somewhere around there. So, but I saw like maybe like 2 of his matches. One was the one back in the Black and Gold, and then the other one was against Zion Quinn. My man's got some skills. But like Law said, he didn't have a character, so that kind of like messed it up for him.
Who was that? Who was that NXT North American champion guy that was like small as hell?
Crap. Something took my tongue.
It wasn't him, right? Because
no, it wasn't him.
it wasn't him. Okay.
Crap. What was his name? Watch.
I mean, he's gone from the company too, by the way. But
I don't know.
Yeah, he's married to one of the WWE wrestlers. I mean, not wrestlers. Referees.
Was he in the breakout tournament?
Leon Ruff. That's his name.
Leon Ruff. That's it. I thought they changed his gimmick or whatever to this. Okay, it's not him.
Well, when I first heard of Draco Anthony, I'm like, that got to be one of the blackest names I ever heard in WWE. I swear. I'm like, Draco Anthony. I'm like, y'all couldn't have came up with a different name.
Yeah,
Leon Ruff.
bro.
That's it.
Draco, I was like, yo, he must be about to shoot something.
Man, I'm like, Soldier Boy coming to NXT? What is going on?
Draco
Oh,
Anthony.
man.
Sounds like he's about to be nuts. And he's just,
Man.
no.
You know,
Draco
Leon only
Anthony.
held that title for 25 days before he lost it to Johnny Gargano again.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
But yeah, I thought it was a name change. That's why I wanted to bring him up. But he's gone from the company anyway. So they fired his ass, I believe, in like the 2020 era too.
Yeah.
And then Sanjana George, I believe she was the referee in this. If it's a referee, they usually find work elsewhere just like that. If you're a referee, you should not have a 30-day compete clause. You're a referee.
Yeah, why
What
are they competing against? Other refs? Who smacks the floor harder? Like, what they're not competing against anybody.
Let them go back to the indies and make their money.
You're not allowed to smack the ground anywhere else for a month. No, what, yo? It makes no sense. Let them go do their job.
Oh, man.
And then Paige Princivani, the last name on the list. I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Yeah, I have no idea who that is.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, guys, we're not trying to like shortchange any of this. We just don't know who they are.
It's WWE's fault. They have the time to do it. This should be what NXT is for. But no,
Yes.
It's not. It's for kissy time and then everything else.
We don't know who these are, and we're not trying to shortchange them at all. It's just if they're not on TV, we can't.
That's why I'm excited for the breakout tournament, because that's the way I found out about Melo, and now he's like my favorite part of NXT, damn near. So I mean, that's why I'm excited for the women's. I think it's in about 2 weeks or one more week, I guess now.
I type in Paige Princivani WWE for Google, and it's showing me pictures of Dakota Kai. So
what?
Obviously, the internet does not even know who the hell Paige Princivani is, because we don't even know what she is, or who she is, or what she looks like.
Dakota Kai got released twice.
That's
crazy.
So
and apparently, I guess like spring break-in is this week. So yeah.
That's what they're calling it.
Spring break. Is that like their special episode of NXT?
Yeah, it's like a special episode of NXT / pay-per-view, whatever. So
you mean to tell me NXT is doing the AEW route?
Pretty much.
When they did AEW, when they did like AEW Grand Slam on Wednesday, or AEW stuff like that on their like special Wednesday episodes.
Yeah, because Halloween Havoc was an episode of NXT too. So
yeah, 2.0's been doing that.
Yeah, Halloween.
Yeah, that wasn't even a pay-per-view. I forgot.
Yeah, they'll probably do like in your house as like a regular television show or something like that. Then they'll go back.
Oh my god, I didn't even correlate that until just now.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
been doing that since
NXT,
like the inception.
You are in the shitter, and you should be. Yeah, you're fucked up.
The fact that I call it spring break-in and we're about to go in the summer is absolutely nuts.
Yeah, it should be called summer bummer or some shit. We call it spring break-in. The school is over. School's over next month. The kids are out in like June. I think.
For real.
Summer bummer. Yeah, because I'm watching NXT 2.0 because of how bad it is, but that's besides the point.
Bummer for summer.
The point is, guys, I think everybody on this list will find work elsewhere. I think they'll be fine. Harland, I want to talk about Harland one more time for a second. The way that I said about Dexter not being not ready enough, but not being that hardcore enough for like that AEW crowd. Harland, I don't feel like fits that AEW crowd either. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Do you think Harland would ever make it to like an AEW type guy?
I don't know. I could probably.
Because I honestly, personally, don't think so.
I'll probably see him up in Impact just because, you know,
That's
quote
the perfect place for him
unquote.
for me.
Yeah, so supposedly Big Cass is supposed to show up on AEW this week.
Uh-oh.
So
Right, yeah.
He's 7 foot tall.
quote unquote. I think I spoiled it for everybody, but quote unquote. But
I think everybody knew that as soon as MJF said, and you can't teach that. So,
but yeah, I was
Is
about to
Enzo
say
coming
like
too?
if you had like if
supposedly.
you says Enzo, if Enzo come, bro, I'm
Oh,
flipping
freak
out. I'm flipping out if I hear how you do. Like, oh my
I
god!
would
Here's
lose
the
it
thing.
if they
Here's
bring
the
my
thing.
man back.
Guys, here's the thing. He was vindicated from all of those alleged things that happened to him before his release. They released him, obviously. WWE did. But he was vindicated of all of those. He was innocent and he was clean.
Bro,
So if
Then bring
AEW
my
wanted to
man
do
back.
it, then bring him
Bro.
in.
If
Bring my
Enzo
man.
shows up on AEW, I'm wearing my Enzo More jersey to AEW in June.
Enzo
my
and
man.
Cass.
I'm going to
Enzo and
Milwaukee.
Cass were teaming together with the Hardys at that Northeast Wrestling show that I went to. You guys knew that.
Oh man.
They're brought back together there. And the thing is, they did not miss a single beat. As soon as Matt Hardy knocked him the fuck out in that boxing match first that they had at that event, they had a boxing match between Matt Hardy and Enzo. It was fucking phenomenal.
That's great.
Enzo got knocked the fuck out, and I just hear Cass saying, "Get the fuck up!" like as loud as he possibly can. And then Enzo got up at the count of 9, and then we actually started a tag match. Enzo wanted to just see if he can knock out Matt Hardy, and obviously that was not the case. But yeah, Enzo and Cass, they have not missed a single beat since teaming up with each other. At that event, Matt Hardy and Enzo, Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy, my bad. They were pretty much saying they're doing some great things in AEW, and they would not mind if Cass and Enzo ever showed up there as well. Seeds were planted there. The seeds were planted there. And if that happens, it's going to be great.
Can AEW call him Enzo and Big Cass or no?
Enzo is now going by Enzo, but N, like the letter N, and Z-O for Zo.
Okay.
And Cass
can go by either.
He was going by W. Morrissey in Impact.
Yeah.
And then he was going by Cass XL in the
Kaz XL, yeah. CAZ XL. So Kaz XL. So they can do either one of those two names.
I was only asking that so if Enzo shows up, he can still do the whole intro thing. I've been waiting to do that for so long.
He was doing that whole you can't teach that thing over in the Northeast Wrestling show too. So
oh really?
They were doing that.
Yeah, it's time.
Yeah, they were doing that.
It's time. It's time.
And the thing is, MJF said, and you can't teach that. So like
oh my God,
he did say that.
coming.
So he's going. Like they're going.
Oh,
they're coming here.
Oh shit, my man is coming back. Oh my God.
But here's the thing. Harland, I just don't think would fit an AEW hardcore crowd like that. Mainly because I feel like a Dexter Lumis, you need a smaller crowd in order to really kind of, and for Parker's sake, it is to get himself over. Because he hasn't done much. And yeah, sure, it's not his fault. It's not his fault that he hasn't done much. But in order to get into the crowd and like get him acclimated, he needs a smaller crowd. So Impact would be perfect for him.
I was gonna say Impact just because like with the loss of Big Cass, they're gonna need another big guy. So so they'll throw Harland up in there. Or maybe Ring of Honor if they're trying to do like the development thing. Maybe throw him.
You can put him in Ring of Honor. You can try it.
Throw him in there, or have him go to DPW with my guy Chris Danger.
DPW,
you know what I'm saying? Go to DPW with my guy Chris Danger. You know what I'm saying? Bro, different experience.
Ring of Honor could be good though because that's going to be like their kind of developmental territory for AEW. So if if that's the case, they can try that. But yeah, I think Impact would be the perfect place for him. But if he doesn't want to continue professional wrestling, he had some stuff within the music business. He has some stuff with football. So he can continue avenues elsewhere as well. Parker Boudreaux will be fine. It's just sucks they gave him 2 months and that's it. But yeah, what else can we talk about real quick? I saw a comment in here earlier by Marquise BTW. Opinions on the Ryback tweets about Vince. Ryback's a fucking piece of shit.
What did he say?
Okay, I'll go on Ryback's Twitter and
oh God,
and read them to you guys because
them is more. There's like multiple.
Yes,
Yeah,
he's targeted multiple people within the WWE.
Today, like when did this happen?
No, it was like maybe like a few weeks ago.
Oh.
A few weeks ago, he targeted Triple H about his health condition, and now he did to Vince.
I saw he said something about his mom or something. I was like, huh?
Yes. Okay, so hold on 1 second. Actually, I'm gonna go to TikTok because people posted it on there. Sorry, that's a Straight Shoot podcast. Go subscribe to them over on Straight Shoot's YouTube channel. They're fantastic guys.
Hopefully y'all can't hear me chewing because I'm over here slapping this spaghetti right now.
Okay. Let's see. Who is the guy that made this? This guy right here. So, where is this tweet at? I need to pause it at the right time. My bad, guys. It's honestly just him attacking Vince and his mother, and it's absolutely ridiculous. At Vince McMahon, like most promoters, have an unsustainable urge to have control. He had no control watching his mom getting beat up as a child, which is a horrendous thing for a kid to witness, as their WHORE, can't say that on here, mom tries to make ends meet. Vince has failed to evolve. Fuck you, old man.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. What is his issue? Why is he always so angry?
And
he's just mad as shit for no
because
reason.
he got fired by WWE, and he's still
that was like a 2013.
he's still being blamed for the whole CM Punk incident. Yeah, he got blamed for the CM Punk incident. But he got fired. He got lawsuits, like 10,000 lawsuits because of that. And now he's trying to pay off the lawyer so that he can just not have those lawsuits against him. And he's trying to get back into WWE. He's trying to get Vince McMahon's attention so that he can bring him back.
Now, why would a man bring you back?
But if you're attacking Vince and his mother,
yeah, like what, yo?
Exactly. If you're attacking Vince and his family, if you're attacking Triple H for his health condition, they're not going to bring you back. They're not.
Makes no sense. Yeah, Aiden, bro. I don't know what
he's trying to get their attention.
Ryback to end up over there. That control your narrative thing looks like let's just bring all the weirdos. Let's have them wrestle. I don't know what's going on over there. I wanted to watch it, but I'm kind of scared. I don't know who they got over there. I don't know what their objective is. Well, actually, I know.
Control Your Narrative is by Adam Scherr and EC3. Those are the two main guys. They kind of created it.
I see the vision. I see the idea. It's just I'm worried of what the narrative will be surrounding it. You feel me? I support the idea. It's just the execution of it I'm worried about, because the people I've seen who are apparently on the roster, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I understand it, but at the same time, I'm leery. So I don't know. They gotta play that safe.
Yeah. If they want to continue going on that right path, you don't sign Ryback. You don't sign Cryback, because
Call him Cryback.
That is absolutely ridiculous. I called him Cryback, yes, because he's a crybaby. He cries that he lost his job because of that whole CM Punk incident that happened in 2013, and it was your fault. And now he wants to come back to WWE. But you're doing that by insulting Vince McMahon's family and Triple H because of his health condition that he legitimately had.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a bitch, and he'll never be back in professional wrestling. If he finds this video, I hope he blocks me on TikTok. There. Because he has a TikTok.
I heard he blocks everybody. I heard he just blocks people. He didn't block me, I think. I don't even follow dudes. So
Well, you haven't made a video on him. You haven't made a video on him in this situation.
I haven't even thought about Ryback in about 8 years. That's why every time I see him, he's like, "Oh, I hate you," and I'm like, "Why are you so mad every day?" He's just pissed off every single day. That's crazy.
But yeah, he's an asshole. He'll never be back in professional wrestling. And at the end of the day, we don't care, because he was not really all that good to begin with. But yeah, final question before we get out of here. LeBron fan 23 asked us about the 6-man tag at Backlash. It's fucking ridiculous to me.
Stupid.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
They promised us a title unification match, and now it's not happening. And no titles are on the line. It's not even a winner-take-all thing.
They might add that on SmackDown, but at the same time, the only reason why they're doing that is because they're only trying to have Roman defend his championships at like huge events, which I'm not. Yeah. I am on board with, but at the same time, I'm not. So I'm worried. And they're feeding Drew McIntyre to him way too early, because Drew McIntyre is about to lose, and I don't think he should do that.
Thinking that too.
Yes.
I don't know why they're getting
they're feeding Drew too early, because he should have been saved for the UK show in September.
And Drew
unless they're getting 5 months with September, huh?
And Drew should. I don't think Drew should be somebody who just loses to Roman and then gets sent right back to that lower mid-card crap he's doing on SmackDown.
Yeah. They should have saved him for September, but whatever.
Yeah, because I was telling Phil at the beginning of the show, I said like like why they just throw Shinsuke over to the side like that? Like we all know that Shinsuke was going to lose it. Like we already knew that Shinsuke was going to lose at Backlash anyway. But like, still give my man his title shot, bro. Like give my man his title shot. Like it would be a good match.
Yeah, but has he really earned it though? At the end of the day,
not really. But you already threw it in. You already threw him in there. Like
he was already there.
Yeah, he was already there.
We all saw it.
I
hate when they do that. I hate when they act like we didn't see it. Like we was right there. We all watched it.
Yeah, no.
I'll
agree with you guys on that point.
Yeah,
I mean, these guys that really go after Roman nowadays really deserve it. But
yeah, he was the one that showed up at the show in Milwaukee. It wasn't Cody or nobody else. We all thought it was going to be Cody or somebody else. And we heard Shinsuke.
Yeah, but didn't you see Cody, though, at the end of the day anyway?
Everybody like...
saw him.
Like, as soon as we heard...
It's going to be Cody, guys. I'm sorry. It's gonna be Cody, and you guys are gonna have to prepare, especially Saul, because when that happens, my God, that guy's gonna be mad.
That's gonna be a tough night for man. That's gonna be a tough night.
I'm duetting, video calling, everything to annoy Saul. It's gonna be annoy Saul day.
That's adrenaline in my soul for sure.
I told y'all when Roman loses, I'm going on a full week press run on TikTok. I'm I can't wait for that. Oh, y'all acknowledge him now. When Cody comes and oh my God, I'm gonna lose it, bro. I'm gonna be the most annoying man on that app.
I'm gonna be happy for Cody. I really am, because you guys know how much of a Cody guy I am. But yeah, it's gonna be great. I don't think it's gonna be Cody versus Roman at the UK show, mainly because it makes no sense. Like, why would Cody be the one to do it at the UK show? I'd be perfect for a Royal Rumble opportunity. And that's the latest I would go. Earliest I would go with SummerSlam. But you got 2 months for that, or actually no, a month. Technically 2, because it's at the end of
please build that for SummerSlam. Please build
Cody versus Roman. You want it for SummerSlam?
Yes, God.
The earliest I would go with SummerSlam. The latest I would go is for the Rumble. That's it.
It only makes sense. And then, like I said, another SummerSlam match that I want to see is freaking Kevin Owens and Kyle Owens against Ezekiel and Elias.
Kevin Owens and Kyle. There's a Kyle Owens now?
That's hilarious.
Or are you just fucking with me? You're just fucking with me, aren't you? You're fucking with me.
That's great.
Kevin Owens and Kyle Owens versus Ezekiel and Elias. That would be perfect. That would be great. I'm telling you guys, Ezekiel is not lying. Ezekiel is not lying. You saw the picture on social media.
That's cat. I don't care what I saw. That's cat.
You saw the picture on social media. It's Elias's younger brother, Ezekiel.
That's what I've been trying to tell people.
Bro.
Well, Waf, you saw the picture too, right?
Of course I saw it.
It's out there. Bro. It's out there.
The picture to me.
Cap. That's cap. Major
Don't
cap.
show me your cap anymore. You know it's the truth. You know it's the truth.
Put that Bucks champion stuff away in my face. Put that Bucks stuff in my face.
Kyle Owens versus Ezekiel. Samson? Ezekiel. Oh my God, Samson. I forgot that was Elias' last name.
Oh my God. Ezekiel.
That was Elias' last name.
Elias' last name.
Samson.
Oh yeah, some LeBron fan asked me about thoughts on the Bucks win against the Celtics. Hey man, you know what I'm saying? No comment. We just take dubs. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? No comment. We just take dubs.
And don't ask about my Grizzlies because we're not frauds. We're just
Josh made that. He's freaking. I want him to make that so bad.
We're way too inexperienced for that.
I got Grizzlies in 6 anyway. I think you're still gonna beat them.
Really?
Yes.
Because everybody's saying that they're gonna get swept. So
they're not gonna get swept.
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 If you watch that whole fourth, that whole game was like.
I watched that entire game. It was a good game.
And Clay sold it.
Here's the thing. That Fragrant 2 foul. That was dog shit.
That was a bad call. I would like Draymond, but that was a terrible call.
That was dog shit.
Was like, hey, you know what? Fragrant 2, get him out of here.
Draymond can't do anything wrong.
I don't even know. Well, maybe you guys can talk to me after because I don't even know what the fuck a fragrant foul is or how that even is possible. But we're gonna get out of here real quick.
Heat and 5, by the way. I don't know if Josh is here, but Heat and 5. Joel Embiid's a bum.
Oh, I feel like he could sweep. I feel like he could sweep. Honestly, I really do.
I hope
James Harden is not carrying that team. I would say that James Harden is not.
I never want to see anybody get injured, so I do hope he gets better. But the Sixers weren't ready. They never will be ready, and they're gonna lose Heat 5.
Oh yeah, James Harden. Yeah, James Harden gonna have to show what he got, bro. You gonna have to drop 70 every single game.
James Garden is not gonna do anything. He is a bum.
James Garden.
James Garden
drop 70. Hey,
all right, guys, we're gonna get the hell out of here. Just wanted to talk about these whole NXT releases before I, for some ungodly known reason, am doing the Monday Night Raw review tomorrow. Then we got Tuesday, Wednesday. If anything happens Thursday, I'll be here Thursday, but I don't think so. And then Friday. This week we'll finally be back into like the regularly scheduled programming for OTB. Last week was just so inconsistent, and that's honestly was on me, all on me. But yeah, this week we're getting right back into it. Hell, we're even doing an episode on Sunday. We never do shit on Sunday, but I didn't want to get these releases out to you guys because these were important. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday will be the days.
Question
We'll be
for the
good to go.
Question for the podcast: Are we doing predictions this week
For
Backlash
what?
or no?
Oh, Backlash. What day is that? Sunday or Saturday?
Sunday.
They usually do these random shows.
Yeah, it's on Sunday.
Sunday.
Backlash
Saturday
on
we'll
Sunday?
do it.
Yeah, Backlash is Sunday.
Oh, I don't care. I forgot. I'm out of school now. Ha 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 ha.
Like I just thought I asked. I don't know if like nobody
with that.
cares.
No, we'll do it. We usually do it for the pay-per-view, so yeah. We'll do it that Saturday then. So it looks like we're going to be doing things for today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So you guys are going to be getting 6 podcasts this week.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm getting my PC fixed this week. I'm getting my PC fixed this week, so I won't have to come
Good shit.
via satellite anymore.
Let's go.
Good shit.
Via iPhone.
Bro, you should have just called me, bro. You should have sent it to me. You know what I'm saying? The tech guy.
You know how to fix Mac? You know how to fix like Mac products?
Bro, I got a degree.
I'm gonna call you. After this, we're gonna talk for a minute.
We're going to
My joint is fried, bro.
There's only 6 matches on Backlash anyway, so this shit's going to be terrible.
No, that's gonna be
Point
a
blank.
whole like hour and a half. That's not even gonna be like 2 or 3 hours.
I do not see Corbin and Madcap lasting long. I do not see Bobby Lashley and Omos being anything of interest, because fuck that match. Oh, and by the way, Waf, I don't know if you're here or not, but apparently Bobby Lashley is the biggest babyface on Raw.
What?
On the,
What'd you say?
I love it.
You see how you look like? Wait a minute.
What did you just say?
On the WWE internal line sheets, they have Bobby Lashley as the #1 babyface on Raw.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
And guess who's number 2?
Cody.
Yes. And guess who's number 3?
Tamina? I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
I like Tamina. I'm sorry. I like Tamina.
Who's feuding with Edge right now?
AJ?
Yes.
My God.
This company is turning into all heels, and I think we should talk about that one day because it's slowly turning into all heels. Like,
Bobby
most of the
Lashley,
champions
Cody
are
Rhodes,
heels.
and AJ Styles are the top 3 baby faces on Raw,
What
which
about
is
Rollins?
absolutely criminal.
Is Rollins a face or a heel?
Rollins is a heel. So
He's a heel.
yeah, he's supposedly a heel.
Yeah, this is bad. This is not good.
He was
at all.
only a baby face during like the freaking Roman Reigns stuff, and then
He was only a babyface during Roman, yeah, and then they kind of transitioned it back. But Bobby Lashley is fucking blasphemy. Bobby Lashley is not the biggest babyface on Monday Night Raw when you're going up against a guy of like fucking Omos.
Oh my!
Omos is a bigger babyface than Bobby Lashley is at this point because we're all so over with him. Oh, and by the way, guys, my friend does the whole Omos call and everything whenever he's on TV. It's fucking great. So we got that shit over.
Can we have a live Raw crowd? Because the last few like Raw crowds have been completely dead. I don't know if it's Raw or the crowd, but God.
Milwaukee was dead. Fucking the last Monday Night Raw was fucking dead. They're all dead.
I'm about to say like all the WWE crowds has been dead recently. Like even the one that I went to at SmackDown was like completely dead. So
the last good crowd we got was WrestleMania. Now it's because it was WrestleMania. Yeah. That crowd was lit, but everything else has just been
And now Backlash has to be associated with WrestleMania to be anything of interest.
Yeah. I already know it's gonna be lit at Hell in a Cell in Chicago because Chicago crowds is always lit. So
I hope so. I hope they freaking take that show over because
yeah, I'm going there. So it better be lit.
Oh, and wow! Before you even came on, I was looking at the Hell in a Cell match card or whatever, even though it's not really a match card yet. But what Wikipedia has for their match card right now is apparently a tag team Hell in a Cell unification match for the tag titles: RK Bro versus the Usos. Don't worry, it's not true because we looked it up and there's no reports.
I'm gonna keep my thoughts to myself for that one until we
A
get
Hell in a
close
Cell
to that
tag
event.
team unification match between RK Bro and the Usos, which is not true because that's not happening.
I don't know. I don't know.
This company is a piece of shit. Watch AEW, guys, for your professional wrestling because this shit is disgusting. Watch our podcast. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. I didn't even do a like goal, but it's okay. You guys probably killed it anyway, so it doesn't matter. I trust you guys anyway. So hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow us on social media. All the TikTok links are down in the description below. Twitter and Instagram at @PhillyMatt_. Merchandise, bonfire.com. The exclusive home of Outside the Brand, and it's there you go. There you go, the merch. And 5 more podcasts to go this week, guys. I'm gonna be fucking exhausted, but it happens.
One more thing. Vince, you want them? I'm gonna give you one way to make Raw, SmackDown, and NXT better. You hear me? And Phil knows what I'm about to say, maybe, and he probably gonna cringe when I say it, but I don't care because I'm right. Make the ropes red on Raw, make the ropes blue on SmackDown, and make the ropes freaking rainbow color because you got freaking rainbow colors on NXT for some reason. But make them the color. The shows will be better. I promise you. Get rid of those white ropes. It's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Color code the ropes again, and we're gonna get better
He
shows.
thinks the colors.
Shut up.
No. I have to tell Nate the reason because he's confused. He thinks the color of the ropes is the reason why Raw and SmackDown suck nowadays. It's not the color of the ropes.
Think about it. No, when was the last time you watched a good SmackDown? The ropes were blue. The last time we saw good Raw.
That is a
no. That's
he
not
got a point.
I'm not
okay. In 2016, were the ropes blue for SmackDown? No, they weren't.
That's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair. You know it's not fair.
No, that's not. No, that
That's
is
not
fair
fair.
because 2016, the ropes were white, and Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon made that show the A show back then.
That wasn't SmackDown's peak though. 2009 was his peak.
I understand that, but
Blue
the
ropes.
ropes are right.
Good night. Blue ropes. Blue freaking ropes. Blue ropes. And don't you dare say Raw's peak, because Raw's peak was definitely around that time too. Red ropes. Color code the ropes again, and you'll get better shows. Thank you. That was my TED talk. My love talk.
He got a point.
It's not because of the ropes.
I know I got a point because I'm a genius. I've been trying to tell you, but it's been
not because of the ropes.
Phil's right in Connecticut. All he has to do is go there and tell him. Like, I don't know why you don't do it.
You guys are legitimately crazy if you think it's the ropes that are the reasoning. The fucking writing team. The writing team is ridiculously bad.
Try it. Just right after your next pay-per-view, make color code the ropes again. I promise you'll get better. I promise. I'm so adamant about this. I'm not even like Charles.
It won't matter about the ropes if the writing team is this bad.
Cap. I just think that's Cap. I don't know. Cap means lie. I don't know about that.
That means
color
lie.
Code the ropes. Color code the ropes. I'm locked in.
Remember when AJ said that all those months ago when Cap means lie?
Cap means lie. Thank you. I approve this message.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This podcast is ridiculous, guys. 5 more podcasts to go.
Shoes, please.
I'm not shushing. I'm trying to do the outro.
Oh my god.
5 more podcasts to go this week, guys. If you aren't subscribed, subscribe already. On the road to 500. Turn on the bell. Like the video. Follow us on social media, all that good stuff. You guys know what to do. You guys are fucking phenomenal. And yeah. Take care, spike your hair. Shout out to my Cardona, and we will talk to you guys later.
Aiden,
Peace.
Aiden, good job. Aiden, yes. Thank you. Thank you, Aiden. Aiden.
Now you got Aiden into this.
Because
great,
he's a smart
great,
man.
Great.
You're the one. That's what I'm talking about.
We're the ones. Have a good day, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow for Monday Night